Hello everybody, welcome to the sport clinic. Nayumi here, looking at my iPad just to get the stream on YouTube. How you guys doing? How's your day? How's everything? Please, everybody, take a seat. Start yapping. Tell me something about your day. Today, we just yap. Because I'll be gone for like a week. Or two at most. But yeah, tell me. I had soup. What kind of soup? As you could see, I had some honk. The honks. Well, he went away the second I was ready. Oh, today I ordered pizza. Ooh, what's the pizza? Low calorie broccoli and cheddar. Ooh, like keto? Keto. In Spanish is keto, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna leave the camera. Hi dear Twitch, how you doing? How's your day? How's everything? Hi Derek. Oh sorry, this is like way too much in the... This is just my honk cam, okay? Don't ignore it. But it's my honk cam, so... yeah. Oh, there's nobody. I'll leave it there. For the lols. Made some pasta, was cool and good. I'm full. What kind of pasta? Pizza was Hawaiian. No. Oh yeah, something about my day is that I've been packing and it's been very taxing in my body, but has been fun, ironically. Like, okay, it's a bit stressing, but fun. Disagree with your choices, but at least it wasn't low calorie soup. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now something that you shouldn't do, but that I did to lose weight in the pandemic. But you do not have to do this, okay? So, you know, bouillon. Consomme? That shit that you dissolve for meals? There's one that comes like in little sachets. No, envelopes, I guess. They're very little envelopes that they come like that in Chile. Sachets, whatever. You dissolve them usually in like 1 liter of water. When I was losing weight, I used to just dissolve that shit and eat it. Well, quote unquote, eat it. It's a nothing soup. It's literally just like MSG and that's it. Yeah, that tastes like chicken or like vegetables. It was just like, it's miserable. Don't do that. And also, it also didn't almost have calories, but the sodium, holy shit. I don't know how I'm alive. Just like pineapple in general, the mouth feels weird. Pineapple makes my... I don't know if you guys have this reaction, but when I eat pineapple, even if it's like on pizza, as a juice, whatever, it's like it tears my mouth from inside. Yeah, it hurts. Like it bleeds. Wanna try pineapple pizza? You can try it. It's Canadian, actually. How dare you reject the pineapple? I just don't like pineapple. Shove the pineapple up on my own ass. Derek! Consume de pollo de tomate. De verduras, de vacuno, y de pollito. So, So, of course, if you eat just soup, you're gonna get bored of it. So, I used to change my... green tea. That was my meal, okay? Green tea. And then just like dissolving those consommes in the water. And usually I would switch it between like... Well, my favorite was the beef one. But I switch between beef and chicken and vegetables. That's it. Actually, the beef one is so good because it's vegan. I didn't know it was vegan. And some vegan people just buy it like to cook stuff. Stuff that you... Hi, Melina. How you doing? How's your day? Good evening. How's everything? Please take a seat. Durian already smells like ass, so why not? I've never tried durian. They say that it's delicious. Vacuno is such a Chilean thing to say? Seriously? Bovine. Wait, no, bovine. I think it's written. I'm not sure. But positive. I thought it was just a normal... How do you say it in other Spanishes then? Just cow instead of like bovine type of sheep? I've only heard it from you and the other Chilean person I know. I doxed myself. Oopsie, I live in Santiago, Chile. Oopsie! I don't know if I show you where I live. Like, not where I live, but like where I lived. I could make you like a small tour on Chile one day as a stream. If you guys feel interested, like, I don't mind telling you because nobody that I know lives there anymore. If you live in the pink void, no? The pink void named Canada, where people don't know how to draw maple leaves. Do I know how to draw maple leaves? Probably not. It's not. Isn't it easy? Let me open fucking Paint. I'm gonna do a Canadian flag out of my memory, okay? This might result in something awful. Do I have Paint installed? I'm pretty sure, yeah. But Yumi? Okay, we don't have Paint. Let me make it a bit white so you guys like. We're making a Canadian flag out of my memory. So if you guys get offended, this is out of my memory. I'm not gonna look for references. Deeply apologize. Wait, how do I do this? I guess I should just wait. There you go. Hello. Greetings. Very small drawing session, I guess. I'll do it too. Okay, but you know, you cannot look up like the flag. It has to be out of memory, okay? If you wanna challenge yourself. She's gonna drag us back to into the black void. Okay, done. Right. Well, whatever. Where is Paint? Why is not showing? Excuse me, Paint? Why it's not showing? Does it show now? What the fuck? No. Oh, you wanna tell me why you don't? The Canadian doesn't like the Canadian flag? Okay. My perception? Why it doesn't capture it? Oh, okay. That was it, I guess. Okay, we have our Paint. Let me put so you can see my cursor, because if not, it's kind of lame. Okay. Oh, wait. It's not here. It's here. Ha ha ha. Immersion, motherfucker. Okay, so do I use this random ass red? Is this red good enough? No. Copilot can... I thought I uninstalled you or whatever. I like very saturated colors, I think. Okay, I'm not gonna make it exact red because I'm probably gonna fail. This red looks good. Okay. So, of course, you have the... Fun fact that I always end up saying, but the Chilean flag looks like the Texas flag. And if you don't believe me, just Google it. Kinda like... No, because they're like thick lines, even though... Well, yeah, Canadians have thick models. So I guess it makes sense. In Chile, there isn't like plus-size models almost. Like, it's not something that you see. Meanwhile, in here, boom, lots of plus-size models. Let's go. Yay, okay. Yes, it does. It's a flag nowhere. I agree. Oh, okay. So, what kind of pencil is this? It's just... Okay, this is just a classic. Can I make it bigger? This looks like Japan flag, ironically. No, but like there was like when you size the thing, there's like a hole. Like, not a hole. Okay. No, this is too big. I need to zoom in this. I don't have a numpad. Is it called numpad? Man, I should get a numpad. Those shits are... Okay. Part 1 is done. No. Then again, it could also be because I draw quite a bit of nature. Well... I do draw quite a bit of nature usually. And now, boop, 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 boop. Ta-da! Wait, let me polish it. Oh, here's how you zoom. I didn't know how to zoom in. Let me polish it, okay? Don't. Looks like the Canadian flag to me, isn't it? Okay, why my Canadian partner is just like... I feel the bombastic side-eye. Like, coming to me. I got it wrong? And it's not the maple leaf. What is it? Oh! I mean, I did it from memory. Okay, this is a new Canadian flag. Fuck it. Well, I made the Canadian flag but biblically correct. If you guys say that it's not biblically correct, congratulations, you'll be banned. But hey, I made it. I thought the thing that I got wrong is that usually this goes like in the sides. A year living there, 3% butt plug, and no one corrected me. Canada isn't in the Bible, Nayumi. What if it is in the Bible and you're lying to me? Hi, Emilia. How you doing? How's your day? What is on the drawing? A maple leaf. Is this the new Canada flag? Oh, McCartney's the prime minister, right? McCartney. Why you keep trying to correct my pronunciation? McCartney. It's McCartney. It's McCartney. It's McCartney. McCartney. Mark. McCartney. Looks funny. Yeah, it looks wrong. Do I correct it? Nah, this is a new Canada. Oh yes, the Canadian flag, a 3-leaf clover. It's not a clover. I'm not using my tablet in my defense. Okay, let's go back. That's my highlight from Zelda 1. Okay, now it's personal. Oh. Hello. I have my little tablet, but I'm making it away. How you guys doing? My Canadian flag. That's so sad. Either ways. Sorry. I have the honk cam in case Honk shows up. Because you never know at the end of the day. Maybe Honk shows up. Maybe he's in the happy canteen. Actually, if the motherfucker goes to all the fucking feeders, he's a fat ass. I bet he's in the canteen. I bet my ass he's here. I bet my ass. Oh no, there's nobody. Okay. Whatever. I do have almost... Oh my god, somebody pissed on the back cam. Fuck. So, I do have a video... Oh my god, caretakers, can you please clean the water? Thanks. Okay. Remember my blankie. Thanks. But, oh. HD cam. I made I'll have to modify the script because there was some new information coming up as I was writing the script. But I'm not gonna be like most YouTubers that are like at the end and then they write like, hey, as I was writing the script. I'm just gonna go over the section of the information that's new and then I'll add it there. ¿Y te vas? No me voy a mudar. Es que no sé cuánto se va a demorar. So, moving in between provinces from Alberta to BC. There you go. I forgot to put on my earphones just in case I get a subscription or a donation, so I get scared. Okay, now you guys can scare me. Congratulations. But yeah, I'm gonna be moving from Alberta to BC. You can see it in the map, but the distance is quite big. So, moving truck that we hired, that's a bit overpriced. But whatever, I wasn't the one like actually just doing all of that thing from behind. It was my partner. So the truck will come tomorrow morning or afternoon. I think it might be morning. I'm not sure, but it will come here, and what will happen is that they will take all of our stuff. And the drive there, like if you go actually and drive from Alberta to BC, is quite a bit. Days actually. You would need to stay at like at a hotel and shit. We did have actually the option to like just hire somebody to drive a truck and go with them, but you know. And so yeah, the thing is that I need a desk to stream. Like, I'm gonna bring my microphone and the laptop with me, of course. But, like, I'll need the microphone to... Sorry, like, the desk and and that will take a bit. And we also have to, like, see where Boot put the... Because it's a new apartment and it has a different layout, we have to be like, okay, where do I stream? And if I have to make sure that my microphone and my whole setup is not facing my partner, because I'm gonna flame him, I guess. But when he plays WoW or League of Legends, he presses the keys like he's about to fucking die in real life. And that noise can get into the stream and, you know, can make it a bit unprofessional. So, yeah. I have to do all of that. And we also have to get, like, to organize. And all the moving things. Hi, Green Bear. How you doing? How's your day? How's everything? Sorry. Opinion on the announcement of breaking community 𝐴𝐵𝗫 𝐸𝐸 long-awaited crossover Breaking Bad community? No idea. He's gonna sit on the car with an antenna and trying to stream. Solution, he doesn't play WoW anymore. Actually, he doesn't play much anymore. He just got bored of it. But he still plays League of Legends. Don't do that, guys. It's disgusting. And yeah, we're gonna move to a better place that has better healthcare. I'll get dental plan. Oh, that is so clean. I got 3 boxes full of plushies. So with Alberta, the thing is, a bit of politics, I guess, is that she's gonna bite us. Give me a second, actually. Yeah. Where is this? Give me 5 seconds. I don't remember where this was. I have a bunch of filters in this shit. Anyways. Oh, I have Spotify opened. Oopsie, close. Dental plans are cringe. Comb your friends to death with the rest of us. Yeah, but like, for example, we have a premiere that's kind of like a Trump wannabe, I guess. That's the best way of putting it. So we had a very good healthcare system, and I was getting the fun that the wait lists in Alberta are growing as we speak. Like, just to go to the ER, probably I will have to wait 11 hours. In Chile, it's normal to wait like 6 hours. Like, I understand that you have to wait in case you need to, but like, for example, my condition has been getting worse and worse, and like now I have to use a cane, and like waiting 6 months for an MRI just to come back to nothing, and then have to wait 6 more months for another MRI. And especially for me that I don't have a diagnosis, it's kind of like a bit of a too long of a stretch, I guess. And the healthcare and the wait lists in BC are much shorter than here. We also, one of the things is that Canada has a dental plan, but the premier made so if you apply from Alberta, you cannot even get into like the selection and shit. So for example, my partner applied like 2 times, I think, and both got rejected because of that, because we're just from Alberta. Amazing. And that's about it. Also the climate. I don't go out when it's less than minus 20 degrees Celsius. That's kind of close in Fahrenheit, I think. I might be wrong. But especially with my hip, it's kind of hard to go out when it's too cold. And especially because, like, it's weird. The pain just starts acting up. Especially when I'm laying, like, when I'm actually moving, it's not that bad. Sometimes well, when I'm not with a cane, I'm wondering, hey, am I gonna make it home? I think I'm gonna die. And yeah, damn Canadians, they ruin Canada. Blame the Americans in here. I've never seen anyone having fun play League, only anger and despair. Yeah, I don't understand why people play League. Also, yeah, sorry that for that the little section of dire things happening in the province. But hopefully we wouldn't want me to move anymore after moving there, you know. That will gain a great filter for Night Trap. I have a bunch of filters. Do you guys want to see them? I could show you. Like, I think I already did, but you know, whenever. I'm all for it. But yeah, like for normal people that are healthy, maybe this doesn't matter that much. But for me, that I don't even have a diagnosis and that I might need a fucking hip surgery, yeah. I'll have to consult with a doctor, which is gonna be fun. The fucking doctor that I go in there in BC, where I'm gonna sit down and poor bro will think that I have a cold or something minor, and then I'll be like, okay, we're gonna take a long time to tell you my whole medical history, and bro will be like, what are you bombarding me with? But yeah, basically. 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐬, yeah, okay, actually no, I'm not. There's multiple hip surgeries. The one that I would need is basically they would open my bum, you know, and take like the hip bone and kind of like, you know, with sandpaper, like yeah, like kind of shave it. And I think they would refill the cartilage, I think, or something. They kind of inject something there, and then they would close it. That doesn't sound like, when you think about something like that, it doesn't sound bad. But I've heard that the recovery from hip surgery is awful. Ouch, yep. And this could all be caused by osteoarthritis, or just arthritis, or just my body having 3 different problems at the fucking same time. I hate it. Whatever. Sorry for the negative, but that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Also, like, earlier when we were packing, like, I had in my mind, like, very consciously, I was like, my stuffies will probably take 2 to 3 boxes of the big ones. And then my partner was like, what the fuck? I thought they would take a single box. And I'm like, no, I always knew it. Also, little TDLR, because I'll have to write about it. What you're seeing here is not the usual Happy Canteen camera that I sometimes put in here. And the reason why is that somebody randomly just put a feeder in here. It's the same park where the cats are. And I don't know, like, the person came forward like last week. No, it was like very recently, like 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, because it just randomly appeared there. Also, if you need it, you guys know about these feeders. If not, you can just ask. But now they open applications for international feeders. Though, ideally, you would have like some sort of contract with a vet clinic to do the TNR, which is like you trap the cat, you cut the balls, and then you release it, so there's no more strays. Ideally, you would have like some sort of, you know, to help a bit in the community. But they open applications, you can submit it, and then there's like a kind of crowdfunding because they have to send this from China, and also depending on the model, I think they send them without the Bluetooth chip to America, and I think they send them without the battery, because usually these guys use batteries, but I think outside of China you have to connect them, like to plug them to like a wall type of thing. But they're like $600, the crowdfunding, which is totally understandable, taking into account that you can just refill it with whatever cat food you have. And they're also very high-tech and all that shit. Es imposible. ¿Por qué? Ah, porque se los roban. Yeah, I understand. If in Chile, I would have like a feeder like this in Chile, but they would probably like steal the shit out of it. Especially knowing that they're $600, people would steal them. But the good thing is that there's cameras and they're live streaming 24/7. So, like, you could put it like in your house. But then again, Mistress Feeder, like the caretaker, went a step forward and added CCTV. Besides like these cameras, live streaming 24/7, he added CCTV to the feeder. Just to be safe. And this is China. I'm guessing China is more secure than any part of Latin America. Then again, I've never been into China. But it's funny that from all my Chinese teachers that are from China, all of them have good things to say about China. Nobody has like anything bad to say about living there. Also, I don't know how long I'll stream. I usually would stream longer, but yesterday after my stream, okay, this is the last of the dire things. I think I'm not good still from my cold and my throat. I literally lost my voice yesterday after my stream. Like it hurts so much. I don't know why. So nadie quiere perder puntos sociales. I'm not sure, but like, I mean, also most of my teachers knew more. Like, okay, so I studied Chinese in a Confucian Institute in Chile. Specifically, no, I won't tell you, but there's more than one. And their teachers were all from China, like Chinese nationality. Hi, Miles, how you doing? How's your day? Please take a seat. How's everything? Tell me. But yeah, most of them knew more than what's expected. Like you would expect that they know Mandarin and Spanish to teach it. No, most of them know at least 3 languages. I think one of my teachers knew Hindu. Like, yeah. And I remember another one going to like Central America and knowing the languages from there. I mean, some of them speak Spanish and English, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Hindi, there you go. I was kind of close. They're pretty good. How's your favorite running nurse? I'm still a bit sick, I think, because yesterday I lost my voice. But besides that, very good. Thank you so much for asking. We have a little Cammy here for my honk. We're just talking because, I don't know, it felt kind of wrong to do a stream without talking. Also, sorry, very sorry from yesterday. When I was streaming, there was a bug in the chat on YouTube and it wouldn't send any message that's not... So all English messages got blocked. So you type something yesterday in English, it got blocked. It happened in Derek's chat, it happened in basically all chats. I don't know when it got fixed, but by the time I rated Derek, the chat was still not very functional, so I deeply apologize. Then again, it's not my fault, but still. ¿Y todavía tenía la C y la R? Sí. So, something very hard in Spanish for foreign speakers is the R, you know? Oh, Peter! Thank you so much for the first time chat. Mwah, kiss for you. How you doing? How's your day? How's everything? English banned. It was banned, but then it fixed itself. I think it lasted for like hours. Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah. In China, you do have the 𝐸, which is like the R sound, but in Spanish, that would be the double L sound. It was fixed like an hour after I read it. Welcome to the chaos Big there. I am your mother. No! But... oh, I lost my train of thought. Well, whatever. We can... oh, yeah, language. But in China, they do... like, when you learn Mandarin, you know that there's tones and stuff. They use syllables. Kind of like Japanese, except Japanese has the vowels separate and the syllables, you know? Like a, I, U, E, O, 𝐸𝐸𝐬𝐷𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 No, I look like a fucking child. Alright, just finishing up a 10-hour shift. Wow, that sounds like a lot. You deserve to rest, okay? I'm here for the chaos. Well, so far it's very chill, but it could become chaos anytime soon. Yeah. So, for example, how do I put tones in? Is that being in basically? Normal day. Here the weather's crazy. It was sunny this morning, then it snowed, and now it's just cloudy. Canada in a nutshell. This kind of weather is also very bad for whatever pain thing I have. But hey, I don't have to deal with it anymore in like 2 days. I'm nervous. But I'm so happy that I got to go to the airport. Going to the airport is so fun. I love it. I don't know why, but I love it. Do you guys like to go to the airport? Or have you guys had the opportunity to go to the airport? Because maybe it's normal in the US or like in other countries to just go to the airport. But in Chile, it's not really something that common. I mean, most people are way too poor to afford a plane. If you want to go, let's say, to the beach in Chile, you can just take the bus. There's like buses that go to beaches and like to places that nobody almost lives. Like there is my dad lives like in a very small city, but like apart, and there is a bus that goes there. Like, so only 3 times. Ooh, Newark's my favorite airport. What the fuck is New? Oh, New York Airport. Cool, New Jersey. New Orleans has pretty good airports, so I don't mind going there. What's a bad airport? I hate flying, takes too long, seats are cramped. Derek, you hate absolutely everything. I don't know what you're saying. Yep. La Guardia. Hey, Titan, can you pronounce the R's? Lax is such a bad airport, isn't it? Oh my god, I still have the fucking trauma from when I went to LA. I don't want to touch LA with a stick ever again. Stop manspreading on the plane. Why would you manspread? Never been to a bad airport. The only one would be LAX, but then again, it could also be because I'm Latina and like, not to say that they're racist or anything, but like the entry. No, I'm not saying it, but like the entry separated like US when I went, US citizens went through another part that I couldn't see, but people from Latin America and certain countries went through a specific part of the police. Ironically, though, the police officer spoke Spanish. That surprised me. With a very strong English accent, but he spoke Spanish. Like, he was like, "Welcome to America. Have a fun time," but like in Spanish. And I was like, I was surprised. Also, everything, probably not anymore, but everything was in Portuguese and Spanish and English. La Guardia is pronounced La Guar... No, it's Guardia. Ah, Guardia. Okay. I should scratch that. I've been to a bad airport, but it was also a small airport that flies like 100 people a day. Where? One from my city is pretty lame. Where? Sorry. Okay, sorry. You don't have to tell me. Lax is blight upon Earth. You know, the prettiest airport I've ever been is probably the Puerto Montt airport in Chile. Holy shit. It's made out of wood and it's so pretty. Probably flights like 10 people a day. I always tell people to go to LV instead. I get why they go there, but it sucks for everybody. For this city that I won't mention, specifically this city, there was only one plane ticket offered from Chile to here, okay? Only one. So, yeah. So the option was to go from LATAM airline, which LATAM is short for Latin America. I use it a lot. It went from Santiago, Chile to LA, from LA to my city. And that was more than 30 hours, I would like to think. Like, we arrived to LA at 6 a.m. and we took the plane to this city by 6 p.m. Yeah, I waited a shit ton of time in the airport. It was awful. The other option was going through Air Canada and going from Santiago, Chile to Toronto, from Toronto to another city, and from that city to my city. I don't remember specifically which city it was, but going like up and down, right and left, you know, it's not especially, no. I saw some, it was also more expensive. I just got the cheapest plane ticket. Do you think for going once, like if I'm going back home, yeah, of course I'm gonna spend a bit more, but if it's just like going literally with the objective of moving, I just went. I remember nothing about the airports in Japan. I think they changed a lot because when my ex went to Japan, he spammed me of photos for some reason, even though I just didn't want to have anything to do with him. And they had like a bunch of Pokemon like welcome to Japan shit. So I'm gonna start mansplaining this chat if you keep that up. I have a bottle of water. I'm gonna soak you with this. But like soak with capital S. But Chilean airports are kind of neat, but like one cultural difference that surprised me is that me and my mom, we got like those airport safe locks for our luggage, for like the carry-on and like the big luggage, okay? Because we know that people open the things and sometimes steal the things inside, because Chile. Here's not necessary. When my partner, like, I had a lock and my partner was like, "What's this for?" And then I told him, "Oh, I brought it with my mom. We had like a bunch of locks for each of our luggages because in the Chilean airport there's robbings and shit." And he was like, "Ah." Fucking cultural differences. You know, I don't manspread, but whenever I have a backpack, I just put my backpack by my side instead of in between my legs like I should. Like in Chile, you put the backpack in front of your, like, in between your legs. So you don't get robbed. And so you can feel your backpack. But now that I'm so used to here, I feel like if I went back to Chile, even if it's for vacations, I would get robbed in like 5 seconds. Because I just literally spread myself in the on the seats like at McDonald's or something. I just leave my backpack there. I'm just like, I leave my phone there. I don't care about it. And I'm like, if I ever go back to Chile, I'm getting so robbed. And like another cultural difference that happened when I just got here is that my partner always leaves his phone like on the pockets of his pants because, you know. And I was like, hey, why you don't put that on like the he has a puffy jacket. Why don't you put like the phone like on the zipper thing? And one of the pockets with zippers, so and he was like, why? It's just easy to get. And I'm like, but you have to put it in the pockets with zippers because that way you won't get it stolen. And then I was like, cuidado, nueva provincia, que you miss the barrio. Be careful, new province of Canada. Nayumi's from how do I say barrio? Puebla. Low income place. Where are you moving? I'm going from Alberta to BC, British Columbia. Some places in Canada we don't lock our car doors, not because it thieves but because of moose. You see one of them and you get into a car because it will fuck your month up. And polar bears, said my partner. Actually, like, we went to, like, where our grandma lives, okay? Which is a city that's, like, 4 hours away. 6 hours. Wait, it was 4. No. 5.5, right around there. And she just left her car outside. Like, they have a garage, but she left her car outside without putting the keys or anything. She left with the keys inside, I think, and open. Like, the doors were open. And it didn't get robbed. And then there was like, wow, it became like one of the most dangerous cities. 1 homicide per year. Maybe my standard is way too low. Maybe I'm used to bad things or homicides happening every day. By yourself or your family? Me and my partner. Nayumi del Lodge. Yeah, maybe like my mom was telling me on the phone, like everything is kind of bad. Don't come back. I almost got mugged. I was telling that story, but I didn't finish it because I was super sick and I don't know what the fuck did I say in that stream. So I'm telling you that story because my mom sometimes... Okay, so there's 2 types of calls from my mom. One is that she calls me because she feels lonely. And then she just spills tea about everything, about the family, about anything. She just goes and boils, like, you know, a big kettle of tea. And then just starts, like, spilling the tea while I'm drinking the tea. The other one is where she had a bad day at work and then she starts humiliating. The worst one was when one day... we always video call. Sometimes I don't feel like it, though, because it's a pain, but whatever. And she was like, oh, what happened to your eyes? I literally had alternative makeup. But she was like, what happened to your eyes? And I'm like, Mom, it's makeup. I'm okay. And she's like, oh my God, it looks like somebody punched you in the face. And then after the call, after we hang up, after everything is said, it'll up and done, I noticed that she... Well, I didn't notice, but like she sends me a screenshot of the call where is my face. And then she sends another screenshot zoomed in on my eyes, and then she circles with like the pen tool when you edit WhatsApp stuff. She circles my eyes and she's like, there, it looks like somebody hit you. And I'm like, brother, in Christ, that's just my makeup. It didn't even, I mean, it didn't look good, but it didn't look that bad either. Hi Thaddeus, how you doing? How's your day? How's everything? Please take a seat. I need water. But anyways, the other day was like, Nayumi, need to talk to you. And I thought it was something serious and I got scared because trauma, I guess. But then I noticed it was something silly. And she just spilled tea. Raccoon Fury. Basically. And she just spilled tea about a bunch of stuff from the family that's not pertinent to the story. Click my thumbnail to check on Nayumi's side. I got in a fight? Basically, that's what happened, even though nothing happened. But my mom went to a beach in Chile called Algarrobo. It's very, very popular. Maybe one day I'll show you guys. High streetcar. It's a pretty beach, and she went with her friends, okay? And then she came back. So in Chile, there's two bus terminals, I guess. You know, like a building where there's like a bunch of buses parked, and then they're like numbered, and different buses go to different cities, type of shit, like that, okay? So in Chile, contrary to Canada and the US, I'm guessing, everything is connected by bus. So the metropolitan Instagram of the pretty bitch, that's my Instagram. So the metropolitan region is the capital, okay? And that's almost everything is connected by little buses that we call micros. And that usually just go to like place to place inside the metropolitan region. And train, that's the metro. There's two metros. One that goes to Rancagua that doesn't exist. And the one that just goes around the metropolitan area, okay? Okay. So, in the metropolitan area, there's two cities that is pertinent to today's case, I guess. One is Estación Central. Holy shit. When I was smaller, I used to go to Estación Central with my dad and my mom all the time. Estación Central stands for Central Station. Spanish 101. Congratulations, now you're fluent. Well, whatever. There's a bus terminal there. And there's also like a terminal to go to the train that goes to Rancagua. That doesn't exist. So the train doesn't exist technically. That's like when I was smaller, we used to go there quite a bit because there's like a very small mall. There's like, you know, food courts. There's like the McDonald's. There's also like some pet stores and so on and so on. There's also a movie theater. Now it's impossible to go there without getting robbed. That's how dangerous it got. There was like a bunch of commerce like on the streets, and then with the police, I think they did something of taking off all of the commerce, but this is still very dangerous. But like, it's funny that when I was small, I used to go so much there, and now it's impossible. I haven't gone there since I lost one of my milk tooth, I think it's called. Yeah, that's a long ass time ago. That was probably 2010. Some places like Halifax have ferries as a part of the metro. Cool! Then we have another city, that's Santiago, you know? Actually, before I used to put Santiago, Chile, because it's the city, but also the capital, which is funny. So if you have an address there, you have to write Santiago like 3 times. Which is in the middle, okay? It's literally in the middle of the country. If you zoom in Chile and try to go from the metropolitan region to the middle, you get there. Hi, Kevs, how you doing? How's your day? How's everything? Please take a seat. Are you moving to space? No, I'm moving to BC. Calling it Santiago bothers me personally. Why? Oh, because of your name. Sorry. Either ways. In Santiago, there's also a bus terminal that's called Alameda Terminal, okay? Because it's in the Alameda. Alameda is called like that because it has lots of alamos, which are trees. Congratulations, now you know the Chilean history. They need to give Halifax back to Micmac? What's that? You forgot. I didn't forget. What did I forget? So, that's where our story goes. Santiago, as... I'll have to Google it, guys, to show it to you, because it's kind of confusing, because, you know, it's a capital, okay? Give me 5 seconds. This won't... I'm making sure this won't dox me and shit. Seems safe enough? There's nothing? There's nothing? Yeah, it seems safe enough. Okay. Give me a second. Micmac are one of the Native American tribes. Oh, I'm deeply sorry. It's one of the First Nations. I'm deeply apologize if I mispronounced it. I don't know anything about American history. Eventually, I'll get to studying Canadian history and American history, but it's not today. Where's the window? Oh yeah, smooth move, like the War game. Thank you. I hope so too. I hope you have a nice day. Like a smooth day, you know. Wait, is it the start page? Wait, what's the window called? Oh, it's a start page search. This is just so that the story makes sense, okay? Start page. Oh god, this is so big. Okay, I'm gonna leave the map there. This is just for explanatory purposes, okay? And now I'm showing my Excel file. So, this is where I used to live. This is Santiago, okay? This is like the city. Then it's divided in little cities like Estación Central, Cerro Navia, Quinta Normal, and whatever. Estación Central is here, okay? I'm not gonna show you specifically where, like, how it is, but this is where it is. This is where one of the bus terminals are. There's actually 3 main ones. There's one here. There's one in... where is it? This is where rich people live. Wait, you can see the cursor? No, you can see it. Okay, never mind. Along this line, there's not one, but it's like around here, I think. Where is it? Well, whatever. Not pertinent to today. This is what I'm talking about, okay? Urbanizaciones. It's very similar to Chile, just colonized by British, French, Deutsch, and Spain rather than just Spain. España. Parroquia, no. Parroquia es una catedral, no. This is where I used to live, and around here there's like the bus terminal. Okay. That's basically the thing. This is Santiago, but also if you zoom out, this is also Santiago because it's the capital of the metropolitan region and shit. Also, this is fun fact of Chilean history. Is it that in here like that here? We call parroquia in Chile anything that's a cathedral type of thing. Little Chile history time. Rancagua doesn't exist, so ignore that shit. But the reason why it would make more sense to have Santiago and Valparaiso merge as one region, right? But due to how the government was made and for like the commerce to go like faster type of thing, then they separated this region, like the region that uses that by the sea, from Santiago. It's just for logistic purposes, really. But technically, this should be a single one. Also, this is Argentina. Eso soy yo, pero está trabando mucho el stream. Oh, ¿en serio? I'm sorry. It shouldn't... I don't have any kind of drop frames. It might be the internet, right? It's fine for me. Oh, I'm sorry. Try to reload. If you get an ad, you can bonk me, okay? For free. I'm bonking myself. So that's where the story of today comes into place. My mom went back from... Oh, I should have shown you, but from the beach to Santiago, and she went to that terminal, and she got mugged. Like, there was a dude trying to get her backpack, but she was, like, holding on to her backpack. And she was with her friends that are all elder ladies, like, plus 60. And the ladies tried to help, but the only way that the dude actually let go of my mom was when she scratched him. And my mom was like, okay, Nayumi, you know, you have to scratch people if you are in that situation. And I'm like, I don't think I'll ever get into that situation in Canada, but I'll take it into account. I'll use my claws. Did you ever watch the movie Sarka Martha Farking Dick? Nope. I have never even heard about it. What is it about? And that was a story. Very short story. But like before, it wasn't like that bad to live. Like, of course, it has like the typical Santiago, like metropolitan region insecurity in the sense of like you have to go to hug your backpack and shit. But I remember it wasn't that bad when I was smaller. But now... Yep. Now I will get mugged in 5 seconds. Oh, I still have the map open. Close it. There's a car! Oh my god! We have car alert. Who is it? Let me see who the car is. I need water too. My throat is starting to get rough. I shouldn't overdo it because I'm still sick. But I want to talk so much. Like, usually I'm super bad at just chattings. But I don't know, you know? I don't know about, you know? Dang it, the car went away. Me sorprende que no te eche que atacaras las bolas. Es que no sabes si tienen un arma. You never know if they have a gun, especially nowadays. Before, Chilean robbers were like kinda sneaky. Hell, we're starting. Damn, I can't wait for 3 more hours of streaming. Hi, Toddy. How you doing? How's your day? How's everything? We're talking about Chile. Please take a seat. But yeah, before Chilean muggers, I guess, or robbers used to be very coward. So they would just steal like from like sneakily, you know, without you noticing. Nowadays, they do steal like without caring if you notice or not, and they have a gun or they have a knife. Always take care of your health. I will, don't worry. Al chileno le gusta el chiste corto. Yes, that translated that means Chilean people like short jokes. I don't know if for you guys that speak English makes sense, but for us Chilean people, it makes so much sense. That's the wisdom of today. That's how much sense it makes. Oh, somebody's donating a bunch of kibble and snack. Neat. But yeah, my mom got mugged in the... Oh, well, almost got mugged in the Terminal Alameda. She actually scratched the robber. The worst, like, I haven't gotten mugged. I have gotten my phone robbed and, like, my backpack, like, broken into, but I have never gotten mugged. But my mom has such a bad luck. She has... I remember one that was awful. So sometimes they do steal jewelry from girls, okay? Like, my mom had, like, some earrings. And my mom never wears, like, fancy earrings or, like, golden earrings or anything. She just goes to the closest Chinese store and gets them, you know? Like, it's not expensive or expensive looking. She's always gotten, like, very cheap shit. And then one day, like, she actually just recently finishes carrying that thing. Somebody pulled the earring out of her ear. Imagine the desperation of the person robbing and the desperation of, like, ow, isn't it? This was, like, before I was even in... I was in primary school? Okay, so my sister... Yeah, 2007, 2006. A long ass time ago. But she just recently finishes carrying that because her ear hole became, like, bigger, of course. But then it started to, like... The skin started to just come up together somehow. Probably she did, like... She's a nurse. She probably just, you know, put it together, I guess. And just recently finished carrying. Phones are easier to snatch. In those times, people didn't have phones. I mean, they did have phones, but they were like claims and shit. And they weren't usually that pricey, especially like the Nokias. Titan, don't become Chilean. Titan, give back your phone. Sorry, Taylor's phone. Yeah, now it's all about phones. I did get my flip phones and breaks. Yep, I did get my phone stolen in Chile. That was in 2017. Yeah, 2017, I got my phone stolen. Had a Nokia brick phone. I used this hammer once. Holy shit. Did it work? Like, it didn't break? My mom also got one, a gray one. I didn't get a phone until I was 1.3. And then I immediately got the G word. Like a pet, you know. Give me my phone. When I was a kid, I used a Nokia. Oh, my mom had a Walkman. Like, you remember when phones came with Walkman? Holy shit. And they had like a little sticker. No, it wasn't a sticker, but they had like the logo of Walkman. And it was like a 3D logo on the back. I don't know what that shit made or did. Like, I know what a Walkman is. I'm not, you know, but I don't know why the phones came with Walkman. I don't even know why, but it didn't last long. It worked as a hammer and as a phone. As old as me. If I charge, it still works. True. I had the legendary orange Walkman. Still miss that bastard. Oof. The phones before, like, they came with what's the name? With games too. Remember the first Androids that weren't actually Androids and they were mostly Samsungs? I wish I could get mine back because I had so many photos of my puppy there, but it died like to the point that I connected it to the computer and it didn't want to do anything. I thought you said Walkman. Walkman is pronounced like that, right? Yeah. With my powerful 2 GB of memory, remember where phones had 1 GB of memory and that was like the shit and you were like, holy, I will never need to change my phone. I remember at one that had like 500 MB of memory. MB. Megabytes. Megabytes. It was Android. It was a Samsung. Holy shit, car! It's Mr. Bolt! I think. Yeah, he's bowling. Oh no, it's his island. Never mind, I think. Wait, I have to see if it has the island. Yeah, it's island. Never mind. Bold. Is it bold or island? I think it's bold, but I might be wrong. Now we have a car. After 1 hour of stream, we got a car. They got TNR. Haha, loser. I think this is island. Yeah, because she got TNR'd recently. Look at that like that ear clip. Look at that ear clip. Let's go. Has a touch. She never comes to HC anymore. Yeah, most cars moved to this feeder for some reason. Oh, we're taking a break. I'm so sorry. I didn't notice. Let me put the battle royale. I don't think I should continue for much longer, by the way, because of my throat. So I'll try to make it till 1 hour and a half. Man, I miss my cars. I haven't had much time because I've been packing and working and stuff. But man, it's so nice to see these losers. That's unfortunate. Sorry if I spoke way too much negativity. I'm trying to be more... because I know that people expect positivity all the time. So, sorry. Is it negative? I don't speak it as something negative, really. Like, the situation in Chile and shit. Have a safe move, Nayumi. Thank you, 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐧𝐢𝐜𝐬. Really appreciate it. No, Titan! Don't worry, I saw you win. Titan, you won. Don't worry. Let me give you your shinies. I wish I could kick out the bots. I think I can ban them from here. No, it's not rigged. Where's Titan? Is this Titan? Yeah. 9, 1... Oh, it's just 14. Okay. There you go. As murdered by Twitch? No, by Stream Elements. He still owes me the phone. Oh, true. Titan, give back the phone. Or else. You're not Chilean. You're Sicilian. That's not even close to Chile. I'm not gonna repeat that shit. Thank you. What a good Titan he is. Giving back the phone. The lesson is blackmail works. No, blackmail doesn't work. Ooh, she seems to be wary. What happened, Island? What happened? She used her hood skills to record. I have never robbed anything, and I think the only thing I robbed was when I was like 0.5 and it was just a bunch of carrot leaves, and then I felt super bad about it. That's it. Wait, actually, never mind. I think in 1st grade, I took some classmates' color pens. Everybody has done that? I think that's the only theft that I actually did that was harmful. I wish I could find that dude and apologize. I feel bad for doing that. Like, the pencils had his name written on it, yet I kept getting them because I wanted colored pencils and I didn't have the valor, the courage to ask my mom, hey, I want colored pencils. Then again, I was in 1st grade of primary school. So I'm not gonna blame myself that much. Oh my god, there's another car there! Hey, that's Mr. Bold, I'm pretty sure. Well, whatever. Welcome from the ads. Sorry for that. Please take a seat. You didn't miss anything. I'll keep being here for like half an hour more before going because my throat is bugging me and I'm still not good from my cold. We have some car in here. This is Miss Island. She got TNR'd because she's a loser. No. But it's funny to say that. Especially because this car is like, you know. Also, Island is super thin compared to all of the cars. Have you seen how massive the honk is? I've sent photos on the server. Holy. I had to make the thick honk as a sticker. But I have to cut the image. Actually, I could do that now. You know what? I'm doing that shit now. If I had to set a timer for the laundry now, it seems an FF for me. What does that mean? Sorry, I'm so slow. Where is the 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐧𝐢𝐜𝐬? I don't know why, but some people call honk the 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐧𝐢𝐜𝐬. Ah, fat fuck. Yeah, go ahead. Fat fuck. No, but Island's not fat. Island's is actually very thin. See, she's like a little skinny girl. Let me go back. No, it's the front. Where's the front? I'm so excited to be able to finally do the video of the street cats, but I'll have to rewrite the part of the script. Damn it. I see a ball. And no, she's a girl. The girl, she got her balls removed. Okay, I have the honk. Oh, I already have the image? Okay. Image editor. Adobe, of course, no. AI, no. Canva, no. Free online image editor, yeah, sure. Fat fuck, ball shaped. I mean, not really. Honk is fat fuck shape, but Island is a thin, skinny girl. Oh. Oh my god. Who's eating? Let me see. I don't know who this is. It might be Mr. Long, but I'm not sure. Lungy Lung. Well, guys, so I have to resize this to 360 by 360 is 60 by 3. No. 360. You know what? That's good. Can I download this? Save. Save image to local. Yes. Give me the virus. Ha! 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 And now, I'm just gonna give you guys the thing. The thing. Not the virus, but the emote. I still have to do more emotes. Deep apologize, but as you guys know, moving. Matay na blanket, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Wait, if I put 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐬, it might be... What about honk? Theo. Because if I put 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐬, it might be... they might be like, what are you saying? ¿Qué tal el agua? ¿Ahí les dan comida? ¿En dónde? Where do we get food? No, I mean, I was writing the... They do... Okay. How to explain it? First, let me spam the emote that I just made, okay? No, I'll have to reload. Give me a second. I really want to show you what I made right now. What I was doing. Being so focused. But yes. When you get a feeder, you're responsible for the TNR. And you're also responsible for providing the cats water and... Look at this fat fuck. But you have to provide them with water and stuff. There's a caretaker that comes every single day. They usually... Oh, thank you so much for following, Gotti. Kiss for you. Please see, welcome and take a seat. They usually do change the water every single day. They also change the food. Well, okay, so I'm gonna have to take away the cropping that I did. to show you guys this. Or just use another window capture. It really is a fat fuck, isn't it? If you want that emote, you'll need to donate a bunch of bits, though. The fat fuck. No, not the stance. Wait, whatever. Yeah, apparently there's an island in Greece you can live at for as free as long as you take care of their cat. I'm going. 9K to go for me. Let me spam the honk again. Look at that fat fuck. It looks like I'm eating him, poor guy. Man, here we love honk. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys. I cannot show you without showing you, actually, you know? I'm gonna cover all of this in my video, everything about Street Cat. But as you can see, there's a percentage of like the first one is the percentage of kibble remaining in the feeder. The second one is the percentage of snacks remaining in the feeder, and the last one is the viewers. Okay, like wise. The caretakers is responsible for filling up the kibble and for filling up the snacks. From what I know, they get packages like with the kibble from Street Cat, from Hello Street Cat themselves. Okay, I might be wrong on that, so don't quote me on that. But outside of China, I think it's your responsibility to just fill it up with whatever, because the snacks in the USA feeder that's in Utah, they're not like chicken snacks like here, because here's just freeze-dried chicken. In Utah, I think they have like little kibbles that are like that are shaped like pillows and like filled, something along those lines. But yeah, the water, not every feeder has water. This one has like a water dish. The Happy Canteen also has a water dish. That's a bit dirty. Not every feeder has water, but you should probably potatoes and cheese. I hate that Mr. Boy just piss on the camera. Ew. It's gonna be a while for the caretakers to clean the camera too. But as you can see here, by the bowl of food, there's a dispenser of water. This is new. This is something that I think might be wrong, but like the rock, the other food dispenser, and the water dispenser, I think they might be from crowdfunding, or like from us, or something about like giving for Christmas. I remember there was like a program. This is just like Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, usually I leave like a camera or two. Mostly one, and or I watch Street Cat's stream, because it's easier for me. Because Meow Camera doesn't really work the best for me, at least. And I prefer the YouTube stream, but all the streamers just stop streaming. So sadly, the only options are Meow Camera and Street Cat. I was thinking of trying my own restream, but I'm moving. Oh my god! Camel! Lots of cars that we thought actually disappeared came back after this new feeder was installed. So it's nice to know that they are doing well. They're fat fucks, but they're doing well. I don't know how well a fat fuck would do, but you know what I mean. Yeah, my partner got me something like organic black tea without sugar. It's actually quite good. It's like it's raspberry? Yeah. 5 calories. Holy, that's nothing. Yeah, it's not sweet at all. You cannot feel the stevia. Is it stevia? Organic stevia leaf. Actually, stevia is disgusting whenever you whenever you like have it on the supermarket. But if you grow your own stevia plant, it's actually not that bad. One of my favorite things that my dad used to have, because my dad had like a little botanic house, I guess, like, you know, like where you keep the plants warm. Greenhouse, so you will. Thank you. And it's a plant of cedron, which is oh, she's so cute. Which is basically a tea. It's a tea leaf. It's very, very good. I don't know the name in English. I don't know, maybe it's the same name, but oh my god, this girl is so prego. 𝐬𝐬𝐬. 𝐬𝐬𝐬. Hi there, nobody. How you doing? How's your day? Please take a seat. I guess I should go wrapping up the stream. Dang it. Yeah, but we have to keep packing, and my throat is still very swole. You know what? I'm rating Straight Cat so you guys can keep watching the cars, okay? Because he has like more feeders. I'm deeply sorry for making such a short stream. But as I said, I'm still kind of sick and my throat's still not back. By the time I'm back, I should be already moved and all that thing. Do you clean the microwave before packing it? Nope. You didn't clean it. It's funny that all the time I'm like, did you clean this before packing it? And he's like... Have a safe move. Thank you so much. We're all gonna miss you. And I'm gonna miss you guys so much. I made a shit ton of shorts, so you guys shouldn't die from content. I'm gonna try to schedule some shit in between, but whatever. We promise not to kill Super while they're gone. You're allowed to. Go ahead. Sorry, either ways. We'll let him technically alive. That works for me. I'm gonna give you the link in case you guys wanna watch it. Either ways. As always, thank you everybody so much for watching. I really appreciate that you came here today. I'll be back in a week or two. Hopefully a week. But that was about it. I left a bunch of shorts scheduled. And I love you all so much. The wisdom of today is... snacks are delicious. Very delicious. Moving is stressing. A bit stressing. But it's fun nonetheless. Thanks for letting me lurk. Of course, lurkers here are welcome. You don't even have to type, you know? When is the next Sunday stream? I'm not sure, so I'm not telling you. Probably a week. Probably not a week. Let me rate Streetcar. Why whenever I open the raid, there's just a bunch of VTubers with like a bunch of more viewers and they're like, rate them. And I'm like... yeah. W lurkers, exactly. Take care everybody. Go enjoy Streetcar's stream. There's just a bunch of cars. You can leave it in the background actually while you do stuff. That's what I usually do. Take care everybody. And see you in a week or two, okay? I love you all so much. Remember you are loved. The Nayumi loves you. And that's about it. Oh. Well, I feel sad finishing. It's not like I'm going forever, you know, but still. Well, whatever. Bye.